If you've stuck around this long, this is episode 13 of the Basement Tapes. This one, this is what it's all about, folks. We're in 1933, and we're talking 1933 Goudeys here. We got gum in our cards, and we are got some big bangers. And this was a fun set to talk about. I don't have that many of these bad boys, and I won't quite tell you what I do have, but let's see here. Says here I've got 10 of them. 10 of them 1933s. If you like to look, I'll zoom in if you like to peep. Let's see here. See that? 10 of those bad boys. I bought 4 of these things way back when. I'm talking about the 80s again, when I was getting it on with my cards. I bought Hall of Famers, Bill Terry, Herb Pennock, Rabbit Moranville, and boy, there's another one back there. Anyway, I could cheat by clicking the button, but I won't do that. But bought 4 of those, got them graded a couple years ago, and of course I've added to that. Oddly enough, at one point in the past, I would say Q2 2024, I had a whole dang set of these things in my hands in my basement, you could say, other than the Nap Lajoie. And of course, we'll talk about him a little bit. But I had a whole set of the 1933 Goudeys. I didn't, they were only in my possession briefly, but it was quite a memorable time being able to handle an entire set of the 33 Goudeys. So let's switch over to Beckett. Beckett has something to say about this, and oh boy, do they ever. This is the 33 Goudey, 346,000 US dollars of total value, $1,441.67 average value for 240 cards. Beckett made the bold move years ago of calling 238 out of the 240 cards rookie cards, and I believe the only ones that aren't rookie cards are the repeats, or maybe the Ruths are repeats. I don't know, but anyway, only 2 out of the 240 in the set are not considered rookies. The cards in this 240 card set measure approximately 2 3/8 by 2 7/8. The 1933 Goudey set was that company's first baseball issue. The 4 Babe Ruth and the 2 Lou Gehrig cards in the set are extremely popular with collectors. Card number 106, Napoleon Lajoie, was not printed in 1933. It was circulated to a number of collectors in 1934 upon request. It was printed along with the 1934 Goudey cards. An album was offered to house the 1933 set. Several minor leaguers are depicted. Card number 1, Bengo, is very rarely found in mint condition. In fact, as a general rule, all the first cards are more difficult to find in mint condition. First series cards, they should say. Players with more than one card are also sometimes differentiated below by their pose. BAT for batting, field for fielding, pit for pitching, throw for throwing. One of the Babe Ruth cards was double printed, apparently in place of the Lajoie, and hence is easier to obtain than the others. Due to the scarcity of the Lajoie card, the set is considered complete at 239 cards and is priced as such below. One copy of card number 106 as Leo DeRocher is known to exist. That's pretty cool. The card was apparently cut from a proof sheet and is the only known copy to exist. A large window display poster, which measured 5 3/8 by 11 1/4 inches, was sent to stores and used the same Babe Ruth photo as the Goudey, as in the Goudey premium set. The gum used was approximately the same dimension as the actual card. At the factory, each piece was scored twice so it could be snapped into 3 pieces. The gum had a spearmint flavor, and according to collectors who remembered chewing the gum, the flavor did not last very long. This set will run you $75,000 to $200,000, so 239 cards. So I had a nice little bunch of cards in my hand at one point. Again, I have 10 of these bad boys, and let's move on to TCDB, who probably has something better to say. First of all, let's see what Beckett has to say, what the most valuable card is here. I wonder if they have the Lajoie listed. Let's see. You can do it. The Babe Ruth, number 53, is the one depicted. And all the Babe Ruth cards are listed as rookie cards. Yeah, that's that. Let's move over to TCDB. Look at that. This is the R319. R, you say? I say R. R means gums from 1930 to 1948. So that's gums from 1930 to 1948. R3119. Distributed in one series, cardbacks were printed in green ink and have Goudey Gum Company, Boston, and made by the originators of Indian gum at the bottom. Of course, we recognize these things with their very apparent bleed through that happens, which is a wonderful thing to be able to differentiate these as real cards. The teams depicted, there's a lot of them. The Albany Senators, the Atlanta Crackers, the Baltimore Orioles, the Boston Braves, Boston Red Sox, Brooklyn Dodgers, Buffalo Bisons, Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox, Cincinnati Reds, Cleveland Indians, Columbus Redbirds, Detroit Tigers, Kansas City Blues, Knoxville Smokies, Milwaukee Brewers, Minneapolis Millers, Montreal Royals, the New Orleans Pelicans, the New York Giants, the New York Yankees, the Oakland Oaks, the Oakland Oaks, the Philadelphia Athletics, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the St. Louis Browns, the St. Louis Cardinals, the St. Paul Saints, Toronto Maple Leafs, and Washington Senators. Rookies, as we say, TCDB lists 237 of them as rookies. Hall of Famers, you ask? Boy, there's 66 of them. And, of course, that includes multiple Roos, multiple Garrigs, and, if I'm not mistaken, multiple James Foxes. Not Jamie Foxx, Jimmy Fox. Let's see here. Here's a nice little sell sheet, ad sheet. You can see Swingin' Babe there, at least one of them, and a bunch of other players joined in with him. So that's the sell sheet there. Packaging, there is a wrapper uploaded December 30th, 2015 as a kind of a happy new year to everybody. And pretty cool little thing there. It has Big League chewing gum made by the originators of Indian gum, series of 240 Big League stars. There's instructions and all sorts of fun stuff. So the legend has it that perhaps it was guerrilla marketing or contrived scarcity of the Nap Lajoie. Bunch of moms wrote in, I think, is the way I heard it described to me, and we're really complaining about why nobody could find this Lajoie. And anyway, if you mailed in a complaint, apparently they sent you back the next year. They'll send you back a Napoleon Larry Lajoie. Let's talk about trivia. Okay, this was Goudey's first and largest set in a run that lasted through 1941. The ACC designation for this set is R319. We've been through that. Why do you keep bringing it up? Talk about comments here. Beautiful set, says D. Carut 01 in 2019 and 2016. Round the Diamond said this set officially kicked off the start of the bubblegum card era, which lasted through 1991. So fun times had by all collecting this set. Of course, there's the Ben Go and just a fine looking set. Dazzy Vance, number 2, Huey Kritz, Heine Schrubel, and it goes on and on. Babe Herman, Jimmy Dykes. He's got an error, uncorrected error there. It says age 26 in bio. His first name is misspelled Jimmy. And yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. Jimmy was the same. Jimmy Dykes spelled his name the same way as Jimmy Fox, apparently. So lots of hatred towards the IE crowd. And it goes on and on and on. You guys love them. You can't live without them. It's the 1933 Goudeys. Again, I had a whole set in my basement, and it just walked away at some point. Maybe I'll find them again someday. We'll see. But anyway, that is that. Hope you enjoyed some of that delicious R3119, 1933 Goudey. The gum spearmint didn't last long. Oh, well, we don't care, right? Cheers.